Muslims from around the world will observe the holy festival of Eid to mark the end of Ramadan this weekend. And though this year's celebrations may look and feel a little different, one thing is for sure, it will be a time of joy with loved ones to indulge in an array of mouth-watering food. Cookbook author Jasmine Daya joins us now live with some food ideas. Good morning. Nice to see you with your daughter as well.
Good morning. Thanks so much for having me. Yes, this is my youngest child of 3. She's 8 years old. Her name is Soraya.
Well, it's nice for you to join us too, Soraya. And I understand you guys are going to do some cooking for us. What are we making up today?
So we have a multi-course meal. This is sort of a traditional meal that we would make for Eid, for the celebration. We're going to start with the bhajiyas. And we have a tamarind chutney beside. And Soraya is going to mix that up for us in a sec, followed by sweet sev. Sweet sev, I don't know if you can see it, but it's noodles. They're very sweet. You can have it as an appetizer, or you can have it for your dessert. But we have, during this traditional festivity, we have multi-courses because we all gather and we're sort of just eating and chatting and mingling. As you mentioned, yes, this year is a little bit different, but again, this would be our traditional meal. We have chicken biryani. Now, this is definitely a must in my household on this tradition. And we have the colorful orange rice, which adds to sort of the celebratory feeling. And then we have the baklava, and it is delicious. It's filled with almonds and phyllo pastry. And if it's okay with you, Soraya can demonstrate how to make the batter for the bhajia.
Yeah, let's see it.
All right. So we have the gram flour, and then we add the turmeric. So we have a little bit of color in there. We have salt. You need to add the flavor with the salt. We have a little bit of garlic, and I like to puree fresh garlic. Then we have some baking powder. We have water. We have fresh cilantro. And you're going to mix this all up into a batter. And then you're going to drop spoonfuls of the batter, kind of like a pancake batter, into the hot oil. And it will turn into this. And it's delicious.
Now, is this a dish you would make at other times of the year, or is this something that's special for Eid?
Well, for the appetizer, we can have it anytime. You could even have it as an afternoon snack with a side of chutney. But things like the sweet sev and the baklava, you're going to have that more during the celebration. That makes it a little sweet and festive. But yes, the appetizer, we have that all year round.
How has marking Ramadan been different that we're in a pandemic?
Well, everything, as you know, life as we know it has been different. I think it's been a lot more difficult connecting with people, and especially with this celebration, just like with Mother's Day that just passed, I think we recognize now more how significant, how special these events are. And I'm sure going forward after the pandemic, we will make the most of it and appreciate it so much more.
All right, how's that dish coming along?
Well, I think she's got the batter ready. So this is your batter. And then, as I said, you drop the spoonfuls into the hot oil to get your bhajiyas. And coming straight out of the oil, the only issue we have is that you can't keep them long enough to make a nice platter because you're eating it as soon as it comes out of the oil because it's so good.
Now, will you be able to celebrate with extended family this year?
Not this year. This year, given recommendations of social distancing and small gatherings, we're trying to be responsible. I'm sure there'll be a lot of phone calls, a lot of text messages, a lot of video calls. My parents are coming over, but other than my parents and just my 3 kids, my husband and I, that's all.
But it looks like there'll be lots of food for everyone to enjoy. I know it's a big, big part of marking the end of Ramadan is all the food for Eid. Thank you so much, Jasmine.
Thanks so much for having me. It's been a pleasure.